Peace and love to all the family out there. Please leave a like if you are a beautiful person, man. When you look in the mirror and you see beauty, leave a like. So that means I should see nothing but likes in the building. That's right. If you don't like, that means you ugly. That's right. Shout out to all the lovely people. Shout out to my family in Philly, in Georgia. Shout out to my family in NY, Buffalo, to be exact. Shout out to everybody, family. Much love and appreciation is pushed out to all of you from the Unapologetic Nomads. We are grateful to be here today and each and every day that we are on here. I also want to give another birthday shout out to my aunt who reached the age of 100. You know how much of a milestone that is, family? 100 years old. And I actually did a video asking her a few questions, but you know, it didn't get, it was like limited monetization. So I'm gonna have to like fix some things up and see what I could do to make that able for monetization. Yeah. Peace and love to the members and all of our subscribers. Peace and love to all our Patreon members as well. We love you and we appreciate you. We also have a GoFundMe to get new equipment. A lot of our equipment is outdated, and if y'all saw Ayla's iPad, y'all would be like, oh my gosh, what is that? I'm surprised it's still hanging on for dear life. I said I'm surprised it's still hanging on for dear life, family. So, you know, we need new laptops. Our laptops are real laggy and slow. It's taking like 5 hours to do a video when it should only take one, you know what I mean? And you know, we believe that we give a lot, you know, to the family, and we do it out of our own love of what we do, and we appreciate all of you, and we thank you, all those who did donate to us. We are grateful for you and gracious for you, family. I said we're gracious for you. We appreciate everything that we receive, and we appreciate giving back, family. That's right. I said we appreciate giving back. And with all that being said, I've got to let y'all know who we are. We the unapologetic nomads, and we are apologetically
nomadic.
That's right. Did y'all see those beautiful, lovely ladies in the building? Yes, I got my queen here, who I like to give a special shout out to. She's so lovely. She's so wonderful. She just jumps out the bed and makes sure my clothes is washed. She makes sure the dishes. She makes sure the floor is swept. The dishes is clean, you know what I mean? She does so much. Not only that, family, but you know, she does a lot like on the computer. She's editing, she's checking the messages. She's virtual, a virtual woman. She teaches on the side, you know, if need be. You know, she just does a lot, family, and she's a virtuous woman, and I give all praise and respect to the one and only, the beautiful wife.
That's such a beautiful introduction. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. Yeah. I appreciate that. Thank you, sweetheart. And it's good to be appreciated. You know, that's a good thing. That's a good thing. You ladies, you know what I mean. You want to be appreciated. Thank you for appreciating those things. That's right. I'm busy. I do quite a bit, but I enjoy life and feel blessed to have the wonderful family that I do. Shout out to my amazing husband, and thank you for his wonderful introduction and his appreciation of the things I do. That means a lot. I'm not trying to be funny. It means a lot, you know, to be appreciated and loved. And before I go on any further, and also shout out to all of you who are tuning in to the channel. Thank you for checking us out again. It's another beautiful day here in Mauritius, and beautiful country. And hello, Legacy CS. Hello, good morning. So before I go any further, I want to introduce another lovely lady, special to our hearts. We're very proud of her. She's an artist. She's very talented. She's pretty, and she is just spunky and just full of talent, and just a very respectful, loving young lady. We have Ayla, the artist, in the building.
Sorry, y'all. I got the giggles or whatever you want to call it today. But yes, hello, ladies and gentlemen. It is me,
Ayla. Lighting is bad. I need to sit over there.
Huh?
Sit over there.
Yeah, move your shirt. Move your shirt over here.
Just hold it.
Yeah. But yes, ladies and gentlemen, how are you today? Or tonight? Or this evening and stuff. I am Ayla. How are you and stuff? I hope you're doing dandy. But that's it. Joyce Carter. Good morning, family. Good morning. Good morning.
I don't know.
What it is?
Let me peek.
Bonjour.
There we go.
Okay, that's hello. What? I forgot. I hit my elbow.
Hello.
Hello. Point Noir Congo. Oh wow.
Noir
From Point
Congo.
Noir. Oh my God.
Right.
Shout out to Congo.
Bryce,
Yeah.
right. All right. Yeah.
All right, family. So today, I know we were on a live like a couple months back, maybe last month or so, when someone asked, like, what's the difference between Rwanda and Zambia? Or Rwanda and Zambia, or Rwanda and Zambia, however you want to say it. You know, I believe people know what it is if I say Rwanda. Shout out to Tony Richards, first of all, finally moving to Zambia to see the Victoria Falls, thanks to the family. Shout out to you, Tony Richards, and shout out to your family. Much love, and I hope, I know you're going to have a lovely time. Our people out there in Zambia are just beautiful people, some of the nicest people you'll probably ever meet. And make sure you link up with Ngobla and Takeshi when you get there, family. Make sure you link up with them brothers. They really Kateshi. Yeah, I get it mixed up with Takashi, but it's Kateshi family. Yeah. But make sure you link up with them brothers when you go out there. Very good brothers, and you will have a good time. You know, my wife, she wept when she saw the falls.
Oh,
We got
I can't wait to see.
we got a lovely elder in the building right now. Everybody, please stand up and give a salute to the one and only Auntie Wendy, who is currently in the building, ladies and gentlemen.
What's up, Queen? How are you? We miss you. Miss and love. Miss and love you. Shout out to Auntie Wendy, who is right now in Rwanda. Yes.
That's right. That's right. So yeah, somebody asked us what's the difference between Rwanda and Zambia, and I was like, thinking to myself, like, yo, you know what? That'd probably be a good live to talk about, because we actually lived in a couple of the places. Tony Richards, we're gonna get to the language barrier part, but we actually lived in both places for a while. Now we didn't live there long to know everything, so we're not here as like experts on, you know, Zambia or Rwanda. But the time we were there, being Black Americans, we understand, you know, what it's like moving around, stuff like that, especially nomads. We understand what people are looking for. We know what people want. We know what people need and things like that. So, you know, we decided to come here today and give you our take on what's the differences between Rwanda and Zambia, and also what's the similarities.
Yes. All right. Yes, so we've had our time, we spent a lot of time in Rwanda, and we also spent quite a bit of time in Zambia as well. And two wonderful countries, but different and wonderful in their own way, and we want to talk about that.
That's right. Yeah.
So
And,
first,
oh,
go ahead.
So we'll talk about some similarities first before we get to the differences. Similarities, it both have wonderful people there, family. Beautiful, helpful people. Really helpful. In Zambia, everybody was really helpful. And in Rwanda, everybody that we came in contact with, you know, and we're talking about the local people, they're really helpful, and they will help you to get anything that you need. If you're in Rwanda, holler at my boy Pac. In Zambia, you know, we got people over there, but real nice people over there in both countries. That's what's similar, if you ask me. Yeah.
okay. So I'm gonna go with, okay, so the location. So they're both landlocked countries. That's another similarity. And so on the coast, they're not coastal, and they're not near bodies of water like ocean. However, they do both have like rivers and lakes within them, and they both touch many other countries. Yeah, so they're both landlocked. That's another similarity.
I see a menu.
Auntie Wendy, it must be noted that you brought a lot of people to Rwanda.
Yes.
Had it not been for you, many would not
You can
consider
take this.
Rwanda. Wow. Oh, wow, Auntie Wendy, thank you. I think we didn't see it that way. We were like, you know, kind of doing the work, as you always say, and just letting people know. People ask questions, we have the information for them. But I really appreciate that, Auntie Wendy. She said, had it not been for us, a lot of people wouldn't even consider Rwanda. Thank you so much. And so just, we spent so much time there, almost a year. It was like 9-10 months,
Yeah.
So quite a bit of time. And we were there before. We actually lived there. We were there a year or two before that. So definitely enjoyed our experience.
Yeah, and the reason why we actually came back, because we went to a lot of different countries on our travels, but we wanted to come back to Rwanda when we visited because we met this brother named Gift. And when we met Gift, it was on like a New Year's. He invited us to his house, and we had fun with the family that we met there. We danced, we ate. It was such a good time, and nobody ever invited us to their house. That was the first time that ever happened, and we just felt at home. It really made us feel comfortable, and that's the main reason why we went back there. So shout out to Gift for showing us such a lovely time. And I also want to say, when you're in these countries, when you show people a great time, like a tourist, a great time, that's what gets them to want to come back. Every country we've been to so far, I want to come back, probably except for one. And I'm not going to get into that. It's not an African country, though. It's not an African country. Yeah. So another similarity is the weather, family. The weather is very similar. Lusaka and Kigali have similar weather. The dew point around the same. The humidity's around the same, and then when it gets cold, sometimes it's hot, and it's like that in between. Sometimes it's similar. Yeah.
Yeah, that's all the similarities I have so far.
Well, I want to say also, so when we're talking about both being landlocked countries, so it's probably good to know where they're located, though. So they're both being landlocked. So Rwanda's bordering countries are Burundi, Democratic Republic of Congo, Tanzania, and Uganda. So, and that's northeast. So if you are interested in visiting, those are other countries that you will be near. Now, Zambia is more in the southern region of the continent, and the bordering countries for Zambia is quite big, but the bordering countries are Angola, Botswana, the Democratic Republic of Congo, Malawi, Mozambique, Namibia, and Tanzania. So those are the bordering countries for Zambia.
Yeah. Tanzania is big. Yeah.
Zambia.
I guess we can get into the differences now. That's pretty much the main similarities. So, the first thing. So, Zambia is more of an English-speaking country. Many people, on average, speak English there. That's like the main language. Yeah. Oh, and well, now the difference is Rwanda is more of a French-speaking country. But the youth, they're getting more in tune with English, but for the majority, it's a French-speaking country.
I would definitely say it's easier to get around in Zambia when it comes to language. If you're an English speaker, now if you speak French or different other languages like that, Rwanda is easy to get around. But if you just speak English, Zambia is a very easy country to get around. Most people we ran into, if not all people that we ran into, speak English. Yes.
Good.
Green Island.
Okay.
Green Island.
All right. Oh, he's ordering something. So next, I want to talk about
that's
the
a
ease
shot.
of getting there as far as visas. So when we're talking about, definitely I agree, Spencer. Rwanda is great, but so is Zambia. Zambia is a very, very, very beautiful, interesting country. They're both beautiful countries. But we're talking about visas. Okay, so let's talk about visas. So. Rwanda has a lot more visa options, to be honest. A lot more visa options. Both, of course, you can get the tourist visa when you go to either one of them. But right now, Zambia's tourist visa for anyone with an American passport is only $25. So for the tourist visa, let that motorcycle go by, for the tourist visa for Zambia is $25, and you get 90 days. And I think, if I'm not mistaken, anybody or children 15 and below is free. They just get a stamp and they come right on in. Now Rwanda, of course, it's 60, and then you get your, get your visa and you're good. Now Rwanda has a lot more visa options where if you decide you want to stay or do business and do, so many other options. So Rwanda has a lot more visa options for those who are considering relocating there or staying there for a long period of time. Zambia, unfortunately, they have to work on creating some more visa options for dependents, unless you're trying to stay and do a business. So in reference to business, in Zambia, you have to be ready to either invest or do business in Zambia in order to get the next kind of visa.
So which country is easier to do business in?
Rwanda, hands down. It's easier to do business in Rwanda and get your visa going. So, and if you are a retiree, there's a visa for that as well. Definitely, it's easier to do business and to settle in Rwanda.
Nice.
Yep.
All right, so when it comes to prices, I would have to say that Zambia is more affordable. You could get a better bang for your buck in Zambia, family. Rwanda, and from what I'm hearing now, a lot of the prices of the food is going up and things like that. But all around, I believe Zambia has better prices. It's more affordable to live in Zambia than Rwanda, family. It's more affordable to live in Zambia than Rwanda.
Yes. Next, we have scenery. So Zambia is more of a flat country, flat land, and Rwanda is more of a hilly country. So, yeah. Yeah. So Rwanda, you're driving and you just look in the distance and you see it's just hills. You see a house, bike. You see houses on the hills and stuff in the distance. And when you're driving through Zambia, it's more flat. You see the buildings and stuff right in front of you. Yeah, that's pretty much it. The scenery is different. That's the scenery. Zambia is flat land, Rwanda is hilly.
Yeah. Now, also, I want to say Zambia is a very big country, family. So there are parts that are probably hilly. We didn't go all around the country, but we did go to a lot of different places. And when you go to Livingstone, it's a different feel. You have the waterfalls there. You have a lot of things to see out there in Zambia. So the scenery is vast. When you go up north, it might change a little, especially if you head up going towards the Congo and things of that nature. Yeah, family. So but when it comes to hills, Rwanda is the land of 1,000 hills. Also, you have those volcanoes in Rwanda. The volcanoes, very beautiful volcanoes. And they're not active, family. Not active, inactive volcanoes. Very beautiful when you go up there towards Lake Musanze and places like that, family. Yeah.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, a similarity, I cried when I saw the volcanoes too. I don't know if they remember that. It's just beautiful. I think in that moment when I saw the volcanoes in Rwanda, I felt lied to. I felt like all these years, media have been lying to us about the continent, and it was just so breathtaking and so beautiful up there where the Twin Lakes are. It is amazing. I still remember that. I still have my pictures and video and whatnot. And shout out to Choose Kigali, our brother Emmanuel and Timothy for taking us on that trip to see that. That was absolutely spectacular. Wow. Yeah, that was something. And then seeing the falls in Zambia. That's another moment for me. It's just I love nature, natural wonders. We love seeing those types of things. It's just amazing. The continent of Africa is breathtaking as a whole. There's so much to see. And so those are two things I just will never forget. Being on the Twin Lakes, seeing the volcanoes in Rwanda, and then also, the waterfall, the Victoria Falls, or Masiotunya in Zambia. It's beautiful. Yep. So, there's definitely a lot to see. So when you talk about both of those countries, very different in their own way, beautiful in their own way. Culture is similar and different, so just a lot to explore and to see. Those of you who are considering visiting Rwanda or Zambia, do it. You know, we only have one life to live. Do it, and just go and experience the beauty of those two places. The people are amazing in both places. We've met so many wonderful people and made friends and people who we consider family. Rwanda is breathtaking. I stayed for 7 months in Rwanda. Lena, all right, Lena, yeah, yep, we feel you because we stayed quite some time as well. We thank you for the time you spent in Zambia. If our immigration officers were too good, please forgive what they weren't too good. And that was from Chumba. Yeah, thank you. It's okay. 'Cause we understand it is what it is. Like they didn't have certain types of visas in place, and like for Ayla, we would have needed something. She's a dependent, so they didn't have a visa especially for her, so she'd be left in the cold. We can't do that, you know. So they did have the business visa, but then they didn't have something set up for dependents. So that's where that kind of went wrong in Zambia. But they do have that in Rwanda. So you have a business visa, but your children or dependents can be, you know, ride along on that visa as dependents. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they were just doing a good job. That's all. They was doing it too good, but they was doing their job. It was a little extra, like on the job, but they was on the job. And you know, they have to be the gatekeepers. That's what it is. So next, I'd like to say, as far as like black expat communities, if you will, there is a growing and larger black expat community. And I'm not saying black American because there's a lot of brothers and sisters from the Caribbean, a lot of brothers and sisters from all over the UK, everywhere, you know, in Rwanda family. That's right. Rwanda has a large number of black expats from all over, even from like Africa family, Nigeria, Ghana, Senegal, all of these different countries. And they have a very large community of black expats in Rwanda. And when I say black expats, I'm not, you know, I just explained that. I just explained it.
Yeah.
But it's a large community and everybody is pretty tight. You know, it's like how communities are, you know. And you'll find that in Rwanda. Now, Zambia does have a community of people, but it's not as big, family. It's not as big. And a lot of people want to be like, you know, in the cut. So that's just what it is. Yeah. I love your positivity about the African continent. Please continue. Yeah, we will, family. Yeah, shout out to you. Patricia Matthews, your wife is glowing. The climate really agrees with you. I have to say yes. I think I'm gonna have to say yes. Yeah.
Thank you, Patricia. Yeah, it's I love being in places like this. It's very tropical. The air is very clean. It's very good. Yeah, thank you, Patricia. And well, I don't know. I love it. I love environments like this. Right now it's like rainy season, so it's starting to rain, but it's like really warm. And we've been walking quite a bit, so being out and about in the sun, I love it. I love it. Yes. Yeah. Oh, I want to shout out Auntie Wendy and those of you who are definitely interested when you get to Rwanda to know more things about Rwanda as things are happening right now on the ground. Check out www.365rwanda.com. All things Rwanda, and that is Auntie Wendy. That is her business, so check that out when you get a chance, and I'll put it in the chat. So definitely shout out to you, Auntie Wendy. Again, it's in the chat right now, and that's the numbers 365rwanda.com. Yeah.
All right, so Ayla is going to let us know what country is it easier to transition as a teen. If you're visiting, if you're just moving there for a little bit, what country is easier to transition to as a teen?
Yes. So I would language-wise, I would say Zambia, and I would say probably Zambia. Yeah, I would say Zambia, because when we were in Zambia, it reminds me a lot of down south. It reminded me a lot of down south. You know, it had like the strip malls. It was a lot of little strip malls. A lot of malls. Yeah, a lot of strip malls, and stuff like that. Outdoor stuff. Now, yeah, for outdoor stuff, Rwanda has more outdoor stuff, but for like malls and stuff and indoor stuff, Zambia had more. And then there's the English speaking aspect. So I would say Zambia for teams, yeah.
Family
Yeah.
gaming lounge in Rwanda.
Oh yeah, and there is a gaming lounge. I think did they have gaming centers in Zambia? I'm not sure. I think they might have, but I know in Rwanda they had some. So, but yeah, that was a tough one, I'm not gonna lie.
Somebody asked
Yeah.
about food and
Nice.
accommodations.
So food is a lot more reasonable in Zambia. The food is completely different, family. Rwanda and even like the food is different. Even like what they call ugali in Rwanda and in Zambia, you have the shima. Even that's like different. It's not the same. So
So he's corny.
I can't tell you which one's better because everybody's taste is different. So I'm not gonna be like their food better. No, because everything is different. Now in Zambia, you will not find the goat brochettes real easy like you can in Rwanda. Rwanda has perfected the art of making some delicious goat brochettes. Um, Zambia, oh my gosh, the T-bone steaks, the chicken, the nshima, all that kind of stuff is all that. While the expat community is large, we learned the importance of creating the bonds with locals. My Rwandan family always had my back, even with language barriers, and that's we gonna get to that. But thank you, Auntie Winnie, for throwing that in there, because that's true. A lot of the locals are helpful in Rwanda and also Zambia as well. You know, we got a lot of help with things. So I have to say that's on both sides. That's a similarity actually. And yeah, thank you, Auntie Wendy, for that. Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. And that's a good tip and note. When you go somewhere, you want to always try to find a local to connect with. Always try. And I know everybody's not going to be perfect, you know, but try to find a local that you trust and you know, form a relationship with that person or those people. So
Oh, can I say something?
Yes.
And don't force it, family.
Right,
Like,
right.
don't
That's
be
what I
out
said.
there looking at trying to find the first people to get with, because you know, just let everything flow easy. When you meet somebody and they cool, you know, yeah, do what you got to do. But we've seen a lot of people get got in other countries, not just Rwanda and all that, but we've seen a lot of people get got trusting people just, oh, I'm in Africa, oh, my brother, oh, yeah, and they beat and got. So you got to be careful. Always feel vibes. Remember, you know, you from America, so if you're from America, because we got a lot of people from different places, the Caribbean, but you know how people are back at home. You know, everybody, you know, is not cool. Some people are cool. You know, you guys just gotta figure out which one, family, and it all comes with the energy and the vibe of people, family. I said the energy and the vibe.
Yeah, so that was important to put that in there. So just be careful with you know, anybody, anywhere you go. It's not in one particular place. Just be careful wherever you go. And that's not saying you're in danger. Not saying that. It's just let this truck go by. But it's important, like my husband said, to shout out to Marilyn Cutts. Hi sis, how are you? Hope you're having a great day. So it's important to you know, form genuine bonds with people and make sure it's people that really have your back. You know, because some people will pretend they have your back and the next thing you know, you didn't got. You know, so, and we've seen that in other countries we visited, but just like my husband said, let it flow, let it be genuine, you know, make connections with locals because, you know, nonetheless, it's their country, you know. Who knows their country better than somebody from that country? So, and they'll help you get around, answer questions. You know, if you need like something translated, you know, get you a deal, so on and so forth. But yeah, and it's a two-way street. You know, you be genuine with that person or those people, and they'll be genuine with you. Yeah, that's just all to that. Malachi Muhammad, I like when y'all were in Rwanda the most because it seemed like everything flowed smoothly and loved the real estate tours. All right, yeah. Shout out to our brother Jackson too. We had a wonderful time. We stay in touch with him as well. Shout out to him and his new new wife or his wife. Yeah, they actually tied the knot recently. So yeah, shout out to them. But we had a great time there. Ever Glowing says, "Love you, family. Loving the videos. Keep them coming. If you ever go back to Zimbabwe and Harare, you should link up with the with Blessed to be a blessing. She's currently currently with African Tigers. Okay, so we'll let you know. We'll keep you updated with that. Ken, I love you guys. My best video of you is the one you did at Victoria Falls. Wish you the best. Thank you so much. That was beautiful. We had a great time. That was spectacular. Agree with Malachi Muhammad. That was Uali. Hope I said your name correctly. And we have Arletilo. I hope I said your name correctly. I'm sorry. Arletilo. Hello, wonderful family. Where I just entered. I'm not sure what you're saying, but hello. Good day. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes, ladies and gentlemen. I think that's pretty much all I have in mind right now for the differences. So, yeah, both are wonderful places. You know, you just have to feel which one you would vibe with more for those who are trying to like look for somewhere to visit or even move. But visit first. Right. Don't just jump and move. Don't just jump and move to somewhere. Don't do that. Because like you don't want to get somewhere and you're like, what is this? You know, you have to go somewhere where it vibe. We always tell y'all this. Please listen. Please.
And always remember, family, that Africa is a continent. Right. It's not a country.
Yes.
It's bigger than just, you know, what y'all seeing on TV. Right. Is bigger than just, you know, the slave trade and all that foolishness. Yeah. Like, just always remember that. It's a big continent. It's like 5 times the size of the U.S. Yeah. To all you people who be like, why y'all in Africa and Africa ain't jumping and all this. I mean, pump your brakes. Africa is jumping. You wouldn't have your phone or be on your laptop if it wasn't for Africa.
How about that?
You understand what I'm saying? You wouldn't have a lot of the things that you enjoy. You wouldn't have chocolate. You wouldn't have none of these things if it wasn't for Africa. You got people from Europe, Asia, India coming here and setting up shop and making bank. You know, while you fussing and arguing, worried about people over here trying to do their thing. You know what I'm saying? It ain't about the kumbaya. It's about your business. Do your business here. You ain't got to be kumbaya. A lot of Africans don't care if you come here and be kumbaya. They're like, where's the business at? Bring your businesses. Bring your skills. You know, understand what I'm saying? So a lot of y'all need to pump y'all brakes and start thinking strategically and stop jumping at everything somebody throw at you.
Let them know.
Facts.
That's right.
Facts. All of those jewels and diamonds and gold that you enjoy comes from guess where? Okay, exactly. So it's so many things. That TV you watching, what's inside it? Okay, what's making it work? Where you think it comes from? Okay, so many things, you know. So a lot of people got it twisted, you know. So it's like, look, come on now, you know.
Yeah.
Like my husband said, there's so many people. We see people all the time in all these countries just living their life, their best life, setting up their business and being in peace and being allowed to do what they do. There's nothing wrong with that.
Exactly.
Nobody is going to tell me that I don't have the right to see the world. You kidding me? Who are you?
Exactly.
You know, no. You go where you want to go. You get your passport and you free. You go where you want to go.
Exactly.
You know, you're not allowed to tell somebody where they can't go, where it's not supposed to be. And enjoy that. If you enjoy what you're doing, where you at, enjoy that. But don't rain on somebody else's parade because they enjoy doing what they do.
Exactly.
You know, so.
Yeah, we out here living our best life, loving and spreading love, you know, and that's what it's about, spreading love.
Patricia Matthews, wealth came from Africa. Hello. Speaking truth, shout out to our sister Annette Rios, Miss Nettie's Journey. Shout out to you, sis. How are you today? Malachi Muhammad, I know negative like that. Just keep hitting them with the facts. Africa looks wonderful. Thank you so much, brother. And my brother is going in. Annette Rios, yes. Des Velez, y'all the best. Thank you. Love you.
All right, come on.
Yeah.
All right, so family, please check out GoFundMe out. We're gonna put it in the chat. Matter of fact, my wife gonna find it real quick. Go to the last video and look under the description. Get that joint and paste it in there. But yeah, we're gonna do that and put that in the chat. All right. So the link to our GoFundMe is in the chat or it's in the description. Please check that out. We have to get some new equipment so we can continue bringing y'all good content and bring y'all better content, family. We love y'all, we appreciate y'all, and we the unapologetic nomads, and we unapologetically.
Nomadic.
Nomadic.
All right, peace, family.